Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 17 of the Bad Economy Challenge on Rome Total War. And we start off with a relatively difficult battle. Now, Ricky the Conqueror, as far as I'm aware of, is undefeated in battle, but this will be his greatest test yet. And yes, he has actually taken Rome before, but this is more challenging. So, he's stood outside of Trentum and been attacked on all sides by Aulus Brutus, Captain Decius, who's basically nothing to be fair, and Vibius Brutus. We have 1,600 men, they have 2,000. A little bit over 2,000 in fact. So this isn't going to be entirely easy. Now, we have taken Croton, and it was a shame we couldn't get reinforcements over, but to be honest, we're nearly at the maximum size army we can have for one army, and I don't like having the AI controlling reinforcements anyway. Even if we do lose this, which I'm not planning on by the way, even if we do lose this, the lads from Croton can finish the job. But I have faith in Ricky the Conqueror. He is the man. He's still only 47, and yeah, he's one of the greatest generals around. So, no nonsense, let's get started with a tough fight against the Brutii. Okay, so here we are in what is now known as Italy. Lovely view, by the way. That is a pretty nice view, and you can see Tarentum there in the distance, the coastline of the Italian peninsula, and the barbarian warlord looking over all that. Quite a nice view. So, we are in a defensive mode, basically. Now, what directions will the armies be coming from? I believe this direction, the city itself, and like from over here. Not entirely sure though. Probably should have looked before the battle started. Either way, there's a nice hill over here. So what I'm going to do is, well, first we're going to group up all the lads. So we have a lot of spear warbands. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a nice thick line of spear warband. Nice wide line like this. Beautiful stuff. And that's going to be pretty impenetrable. Maybe not completely, but it is pretty impenetrable. I'm going to have a stronger unit of spear warband, sort of like over here, just protecting the flank. I think that's quite a good place for him to be, especially I think part of the army will be coming from this direction, straight into that phalanx. And just in case, I'll have another geezer over this side as well, basically making sure there's symmetry. I like a good bit of symmetry in my army as always. Now the archers, well, we'll have four archers. That's pretty good, chosen archers. So we'll have them spread out over a large distance. That's better. Now we have Barbarian Noble Cavalry, which I think this is the first time I've used Barbarian Noble Cavalry in this campaign. We'll just have them here, and then we'll have the three generals aligned like this. Ricky the Conqueror being on the left where the action is going to be. So we'll be in a defensive formation. We'll put ourselves into formation, and let's start the battle. So we have one army coming from this direction, we have another coming from the city like I said, and another coming from over here. So actually I kind of misjudged it very slightly, but I wasn't too far off. This is the army we're going to be dealing with first, obviously. Let's see how this goes. So the archers have already been firing for a little while. We have actually got 5% kills already, and the Romans have kind of just stopped here, basically being asked to be fired upon, to be honest, which is fine by me. So I think this first army is waiting for the second army to come over, but while it's happening, the archers are decimating certain units like the Samnites and the Principes and the Hastati at the front, which is, I mean, an odd decision for the Brutii. We've already killed 11% of them, and the second army hasn't got over, and our army is completely untouched. But unfortunately, the archers are running out of missiles very soon. Right, the archers have indeed run out of missiles, or pretty much have anyway, and some of the lads are very, very close now, firing their Pila hard at us, which isn't exactly ideal. The Principes have done a pretty good job. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting the cavalry around the side. So we'll get this Gothic cavalry. Is it Gothic cavalry? No, sadly not. It's Barbarian Noble Cavalry. Still pretty decent though. And we'll get a Barbarian Warlord over this side as well. Not going to risk Ricky. That's no point in doing that. So we're going to get some cavalry over the side, because as soon as they make contact, we're going to hit the back of them. Who's that? That's the Roman general, so we need to be a little bit careful. But hopefully we can bait the Roman general into this phalanx. That would be fantastic. Our warband have taken a real battering though from the Pila, and now they're moving in like good Romans. So the general is going to go into that phalanx. Yes, he is. Okay, you get round the side here. You kind of get round the side here. Right, okay. Ricky, just come over here. And you also come over here. A lot is going on. But I can already see that one Brutii unit is routing, which is excellent. So let's just press play very quickly. See how the cavalry does. I want to get around the back of this general, trap him in, make sure he dies. So round here, round here, round here, round here. Good, 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 good. And then into the back of the general. Right, you. Round the back here. Right, the general is routing. Can we just make sure that we kill him, please? Or is he going to get away? I mean, he's literally gone through the phalanx and he might get away, you know. If he does, it's not the end of the world, but I wouldn't particularly like it. You get those, well no, you get the Roman general down if you can. You come over here, focus on getting the Principes down, but it's been a pretty decent start, even though we took some knocks at the beginning. Ah, somebody's dead. Is that one of the Roman generals? It is Cornelius Brutus. It is indeed. So excellent. So in which case, you come around the front now. You've done your job actually very, very well. Now, let's have a look at the other side very, very quickly. You run through the back of this phalanx. The same with you, Ricky. You can do it. Units have collapsed. Just charging straight into a phalanx. Right. Guys, you kind of need to run. To be fair, the majority of it is dealt with. This general, though, is still fresh. So, what we're going to do, we're going to reform this phalanx here. We're going to get these guys behind this phalanx, and we're going to get, what was the general? This general can come over here. Want that other general to go into the phalanx and have the same fate as his friend over there. Now, as for Ricky and the other general, well, Ricky's literally just charged through one of them. That's a routing general. I don't know what general that even is. It looks like it might be one that isn't killed. But just try and chase after him for a second. If we can't get to him, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Right, just get into the back of these lads. I think he might get away. He might be the one that got away. Right, Romans are collapsing so far. I'm going to press pause again because there's a lot going on. Don't really want to miss out anything important. What's happening here? That's Equites. They're going to suffer straight away. Where was that Roman general that was over this side? We've got Equites over there. Well, that's nothing. Right, Principes here. So let's go around here. And you go into that unit of Principes. You come around the side here. As for Ricky and his friend, well, just focus on getting these Astarte down for a minute. I think we're pretty much fine, although some of the phalanx have kind of collapsed their formation. It's not too bad at the moment. So, you're running around here. Excellent. Okay, get in the back of these Principes. You get in the back of those. Oh, that's Equites, but whatever. Let's pause it again. A lot is going on. I don't want to particularly lose our formation or anything. So, we've got eager Principes. Right, I'm going to get these two to go back because, yep. Who are you? You're the Chosen Archer Warband who, yeah, are maybe struggling a little bit. But you're on skirmish mode, so just try and do your thing. Spear Warband, try and get into formation again, lads. I know it's difficult, but just try and do it, please. Right, generals should be running. There's a lot going on in this battle. It's an intense start to the episode. How's it going so far in terms of kills? 36% to 15. We've taken more losses than I'd like, but strong Roman units, you can't really expect anything different, I suppose. I think the momentum is on our side, however. Now, we've got Astarte here, so let's just get back. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's Ricky. Okay. How about we just get all the generals over here for a second? Whoa, a lot is going on. Okay, let's just... A couple of units are being swarmed over here. Don't particularly want that general to die, so... We need Ricky to come over and help. You need to get out of here, quick. Get out. There's a big mess over here. Now, this phalanx isn't really pointing the right direction, which is a bit of a shame. Ricky, oh, that's Ricky's friend. Get around the side. Ricky's right in the thick of it, which isn't exactly brilliant, but he's fighting Equites, so he should be fine. A lot is going on. What have we got here? We've got Astarte there. Oh, flipping hell. Okay. Astarte were eager. They are still eager, so get out of there. A couple of units routing. Get a good charge into that mess. Ricky's just chopping through. This phalanx is going walkabouts. I had this glitch in the campaign the other day. They're moving backwards. Please don't do that. Not in a really important battle like this as well. Get back into formation as quickly as you can. Now, this phalanx is completely just gone. So how about you come over as quickly as you can and try and fill that gap up. That would be very, very nice if you could do that. They kind of snuck around the back of us here, which is kind of annoying, but it's okay. We are doing an alright job. Whatever your name is, the generals need to come over here. Use spears. I mean, what is going on at this point? Okay. You just come around like this. The generals are in the thick of it against Astarte, but they have routed, which is good. We've got Sheikh and Astarte over there, so let's go and take them down, please. A good charge from Ricky and somebody else, whoever that is, and they should be down. Although they do fire their peeler in excellently, and they're now steady, and they're now eager Roman units. They're tough. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. They've snuck around the back. What is this phalanx doing? Get into formation. They've got through our phalanx because, well, we were kind of being a little bit stupid. Who are you? You are steady Principes. Well, it's not a lot I can do at the moment. Goodness knows what happened to my barbarian noble cavalry, by the way. That just completely went. You are really stuck, my man. I'm tempted just to say withdraw so you can save your life. I mean, just run over here and just hope nobody chases you. You need to get out of there. As for you two, minus you, what's going on? What's going on? Pause, 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 pause. Somebody's charging. We've got eager Principes. Well, don't particularly want to charge into eager Principes. Instead, let's just get these Astarte down. It's the other direction, and you can do some good while you're at it. That's good. So he runs away. Excellent, excellent, excellent. A couple of units are disintegrating, but this unit of phalanx, what is this? They're moving backwards. What are they doing? This unit of phalanx is moving backwards. Seriously. These are the most cowardly Germanic troops I've ever seen. Right, you're causing trouble with your peeler. And you're steady. Right, we've got two generals over here. What have we got? We've got some wavering Equites. Well, they can be taken down nice and easy. And we've got some eager Principes. Don't want to charge into eager Principes. This has been a crazy battle. A lot has gone on. A lot of odd stuff has gone on. But this side is completely collapsed on the Brutii. I do feel like momentum is definitely on our side. The only problem is that a couple of units are not doing really what they're told. You try and turn around as quick as you can. Right, Ricky and his friend are just charging a lot of Romans down, which is good. These Roman archers are wavering, it's fine. We're just charging down as many men as possible. How about you go over there, you come over here, just chase these lads down. This is still not over yet, but it is on our side. Right, you don't know what you're doing. Get back into formation, please. Like so. Right, you've turned around, excellent. You come around the back here, get into them. And you start coming over here as well. Start trapping them in, would be lovely. Right, pause it again. You take those lads down in the melee. How about you? I mean, they're eager but very tired. I mean, these guys, you've got your spears pointed the wrong way, and I understand why. That unit's routing. You come around the side. This has been intense, and I love it. This is exactly the kind of battle I love on Rome Total War. Right, it's still the balance of power is not hugely in our favour, so we do need to be a little bit careful. We cannot just assume we've won this yet. Principes are marching, they will still be dangerous. Let's just get these other Principes down. Don't particularly want to see them again. The phalanx can do the rest of the job, so you get into them, you get into them. You need to come over really and help as well. If you actually don't do that, just stay there because that unit's charging. No, stay here. Stay here. Right, what's going on over this side? These units are staying strong. These Principes are staying strong. So lads, as you're not going to stay in formation, you might as well just charge towards them, please. But yeah, not exactly ideal. Goodness me, a lot is going on. Okay, this unit isn't really doing much. So lads, get in there. Okay, they both routed. Good. Pause again. I want to see what Ricky and his friend are doing. Because we got this guy over here. He is fighting, and he is fighting, well, cavalry auxilia. That's fine. We don't need to worry about them. Honestly, just getting the mercenary hoplites down. Ricky himself is further over here chasing routing troops. You're not going to catch up with Equites or a Roman general. But no, there's no point even trying. You are behind him. That is not going to be possible. Instead, Ricky, really get up there and help. Would be a fantastic idea. This is a fascinating fight. I mean, I think we have won it at this point. But, blimey, it's been intense. It's been super intense, and it's still, yeah, these guys are routing. I think the majority of the force is down. We've got some Roman archers, they won't do a lot. Astarte, there's the odd unit. The odd unit is around. Right, you guys, get into a formation like this would be wonderful. Ricky, where are you? Come on, be as quick as you can, man. Get these Weletes down or something like that. You focus on getting, I don't know, these Astarte down. They're shaken, you should be fine. You guys get into some semblance of a formation, please. That would be lovely. I mean, the army structure has completely collapsed. These Principes are shaken. They're wavering. Let's see if a charge from our chosen archers. What's their stats? We can't see. Let's see if a charge from our archers They're wavering. They're wavering. Can we get them to rout? They've broken, yes. Because their morale was low, we have actually managed to break them. Good. Come back here. You've done a good job. Ricky is now coming over. He is dealing with the Wellites. They will not last long. There's no way Wellites are killing Ricky the Conqueror. That's for sure. You don't get a name like Ricky the Conqueror for nothing. These Equites have decided to charge into the back of the phalanx, and they will still be screwed, but they've done a better job than they would have done had they charged into the front. These Wellites are still standing. You need to be as quick as you can, get on those Principes. That's a running order, please. Wow, what an awesome battle it has been so far. So, absolute bloodbath, that is for sure. Absolute bloodbath. Right, you get into the back of them. You need to turn your spears around, and you need to turn your spears around. There's a lot going on. Right, you two, get into this unit of Principes, please. Because they're causing trouble over here. They are causing trouble. They're shaken. We should be fine. Run would be, you know, would be better if you did run. That would be nice. You get these lads down. You face in this direction, please. Those guys are going to escape, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Warlords. Right, Ricky's done his job. This geezer kind of isn't, but let's just get the Roman archers down. I mean, they're wavering. They shouldn't last long. In fact, Ricky, get those Wellites down. You've done a good job breaking these lads. Let's get these Principes down. The amount of kills is huge. Both sides have taken huge amount of losses. It really has been a bloodbath, but you know what? Bloodbaths can sometimes be fun. Only on Rome Total War, though. Do not condone bloodbaths in real life. Right. My goodness. I mean, this is literally intense. Oh, he's down to 3 bodyguard. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. How about you run over there and never be seen again? Couple of units still around. Ricky is going to have to carry, basically. We've got some Hastati. They're eager Hastati. Come on, a good charge, and they won't be eager anymore, I reckon. They're exhausted. We're exhausted, in all fairness. This is the slowest charge ever, but bang, they're steady. They're broken. Yep, Ricky is the man. Ricky is the man. Now we need help over here with the Principes. We need kind of more support in this region. You guys start firing on, or start poking your spears on them. These lads are completely routed. Chosen archers, why don't you chase the Hastati down? That would be lovely if you could do that. Right. I mean, yeah, we are going to win, but it's, Ricky's charge. Only 6 of him left. Broke 3 units. My goodness, he is a god amongst men. And there are still the odd unit of Romans left. Still. Right. Phalanx into formation. Ricky, just chop down as many of these as you can, lad. You're doing a good job. It's just getting the last odd units of Romans down, but we have done an excellent job. But my goodness, Ricky is looking a little bit vulnerable, to be fair. But as long as he's fighting routing units, it should be fine. I think the Romans are backing off now. For example, that unit looks like it's out of here. I think the Romans have had enough, and I can't blame them because both look at the amount of bloodshed here. That is a sea of the dead. I mean, really, you can absolutely see where every single man died, and you can see that it was along this line here. But as bloodbaths go, this was a pretty good one for us. Right, so I thought it was all over, and a unit of ballistas have come over. They're wavering. Let's just try and get them down. In fact, get out of phalanx. All of you out of phalanx and just charge the ballistas and we should be fine. Because I don't particularly want them firing at the lads hugely, so that should be fine. But yeah, the Roman army is indeed retreating, and I don't blame them. There we go, that is victory indeed. And I'm not sure if we've done enough to take Tarentum. In fact, I'm pretty sure we haven't, purely because we haven't killed all the generals, and if a general survives, they will retreat back to the settlement. So we'll see, basically. We'll see in the rest of the turn. Right, that is it. Clear victory. We got 1,910 kills. They got about 1,100, so over 2,000 people died in this battle. Ah, my goodness. Okay, that was intense, but we were definitely the clear victors, like it said. So, I don't think there's a... Oh, okay. So, I was about to say there's not a lot of Tarentum, But stuff happened, which I'll explain in a second. So the Dacians have attacked us outside of Vickers Gothai. We were about to take it almost. Siles has attacked us. That's a very weak army. The only decent unit is himself, who's pretty old, by the way. But yeah, he's decent. And a unit of, what is that, Bastani? Yeah, Bastani mercenaries. Aren't that amazing? I think our army is better. But I quickly want to have a look at Trenton. I was about to say, yeah, there's basically nothing at Trenton. We can storm it next turn. Well, apparently, if it takes forever to get there, they are Admiral Valerius very kindly dropped off Captain Sextus, and considering that Ricky the Conqueror has been depleted, we might need reinforcements from Croton before we deal with Trenton, is basically what I'm saying. But first of all, let's deal with the Dacians, because a good victory here, and they're pretty much screwed over Vickers Gothai, I reckon. Right, so the thick Dacian forests, well, they will be Germanic very, very soon. Now, we can play this defensively, and I don't particularly want to start off in the trees purely because I can't see anything, whereas the AI probably will be able to, I reckon. So what we'll do is have a nice wide line of spear warband, and we'll have the two generals back here. The spears obviously in defensive mode, which they are automatically on, so we'll start the battle and wait for them to come to us. So here they come through the forest. They are actually camouflaged. Let's slow it down very slightly. They are kind of camouflaged. Now, some of these lads have come over around the side, which is quite clever. Unfortunately for them, we have much better cavalry. So you just deal with them. And you... their Sarmatian mercenaries, decent actually. So we won't charge towards them. That's no point doing that. But you can be able to deal with the these rubbish mercenaries very, very easily, I'd imagine. They're going to collapse very, very quickly. They are eager at the moment. They're now down to steady. They're now down to shaken. They're now down to wavering. And they are back to shaken. Okay. And then they're broken. Okay, good. Excellent stuff. So they're gone. I don't even care if they get away. They are completely useless. Now, Sarmatian mercenaries are kind of going to charge in an awkward position. But we do have our barbarian warlord here. They're thinking about it. In fact, not really quite sure what they're doing. Let's speed it up slightly. So their infantry is going to get absolutely decimated by the phalanx, which they're about to charge into. Yeah, but oddly, like, random units are just going around the sides. Well, a good charge in from the general and they'll be screwed anyway. These lads don't stand a chance. There's a barbarian warlord. As soon as he charges, I'm getting one of my generals around the back of him so he can't escape. But these lads will not stand a chance. They've gone here. Well, let's get them down nice and easily. The general is kind of just looking on as these men get absolutely decimated by spears. Fair enough. I don't blame him for not getting involved. Now he is getting involved. Excellent. So, you come around the back here. You come around the back here. Get him. Get him. Get the general. You, other general, get him. That's it. Now, Sarmatians have kind of gone around the back. They're being a little bit annoying. Barbarian Warlord wants to escape, but we are trying to get him down at the very, very least. He's getting a little bit trapped in the phalanx. Let's try and get that Warlord down, please. Like, lads, really focus on getting that Warlord down. Point your spears at him, please. Now, these lads need to get their spears in the right direction, which they kind of got decimated by Sarmatians because they had their spears in the wrong direction. How is their Warlord still alive? He's down to 3 men. Can we kill him? He's going to get away. I can't believe it. No, he's dead. Okay, good. Good. Right. This unit got decimated by Sarmatians, which there wasn't a lot I could do about it, sadly. So, there we go. But the rest of the army is pretty much routing. We just need to get these Sarmatians down nice and quickly. Yeah, they're broken. Good. Right, pause for a second. First of all, so Siles is dead. Now, you deal with the Warhounds. You get the rest of the Sarmatians down. You, I don't know, just hang around. We have won this. Took a tiny bit of losses because, yeah, those Sarmatians got around the back of the phalanx and hit them on the wrong side, which didn't exactly help matters. These Sarmatians are going to get away instead. Oh, that's the... Yeah, they're the Barbarian Warlord bodyguards, which are going to disappear. Sarmatians are going to get away, but they're not a big deal. But we've won this. Yeah, we can end the battle. I'm not particularly interested in the rest of it. Heroic victory, that's a little bit of an overestimation. I mean, you know, that's kind of, you know, there wasn't really heroic about it. They just charged into spears and they died. Which, you know, is fine by me, but wouldn't exactly say it's heroic. Anyway, the path to Vickers Gothai is looking good, which is excellent. Now, naval force over here. Please can we win this? I just want to get up to Britannia. I actually don't have a problem with the Spanish. Good. The gods are on my side today, which is excellent. Okay. So a lot is going on. faction announcements, anything interesting? Coming of age of Catualdo. That sounds more Spanish than anything. He is judgmental, which is not amazing. Rather lazy, that's not good. Heartless, which is good but can go bad. Scout is okay, and War Chief is okay. Alright, so we've got him. Where is he exactly? He is in Arretium, in the capital. Okay. Right, so first of all, let's have a look at the Brutii army that's come over. Captain Sextus has come over. Not the most amazing army, admittedly. A lot of skirmishers and so on and so forth. Now, we didn't have Trentum under siege. I'm going to merge as many units up as we can. And you merge it up and it's not looking quite so hot now. But we have reinforcements, which is really, really good. Greece, the Greek cities still haven't taken Messana, which is interesting. But, you know, whatever. I'm not too bothered. I'm first of all bothered about completing our sweep of Italy. So, I'm going to bring along, you lads definitely can come over and join Ricky the Conqueror. Oh, for goodness sake, are you serious? Why can't you... The zone of control... Really? Right. We'll sort that out in a second. And then they'll bring another Archer Warband. Like that. And they can't join, that's fine. Ricky, just join Captain Rando. And then, you know what, put Tarentum under siege, that'll work. Or just stand there and get attacked, it's fine. Okay, so, that's fine, that's going to be his army, basically. I think that's probably enough to deal with Captain Sextus, to be honest. It's not the most amazing army ever. Now, I would like to get some lads onto Sicily, particularly while the Greeks are focusing on Messana, because Syracuse is looking weak and we would like to take Sicily for our own. It's always a good place to take. In which case, we need to get some ships down. And guess what? We don't have any. So Capua basically needs to recruit some boats. So we can start the Sicilian campaign, which Ricky will probably finish off his tenure as general, taking Sicily, and then he can have a nice retirement there. Now, I'm particularly focusing on Spain, obviously. We just took Numantia, and Ariogaisius, I believe he should be going towards Asturica, which is this settlement here. So, basically... You're going to be about 4 turns until you can get to Asturica, but that's your aim. These lads at Numantia are just focusing on keeping Numantia. Now, as for Oscar, we've got some decent phalanx here. We could go down south towards Carthago Noah, but I feel like we need a little bit more force before we start doing that. Now, you're heading up north. You're going to try and deal with the British. Any good mercenaries? No, never good mercenaries around this region. So, you... head over here. You start trying to join him. Captain Rick Burgess. Yeah, you're never going to be quite Ricky the Conqueror. This guy's heading up north. He is going to deal with the British. You just head into Alessia for the moment. Lovely stuff. Okay, so the movements over there is fine. We can't do anything much with Tarentum because we're basically going to be attacked next turn. We're trying to build an army and a navy to get over to Sicily, which is good. Now, this navy basically needs to bypass the Spanish. Please just leave us alone, Spanish. I want to get to Britain. I'm actually not bothered with you. So you can just carry on like this. And do we have another navy? Apparently not. I thought we did, but apparently not. Okay. So these guys are coming up north. They're going to deal with the British. I mean, there isn't a huge amount more to do. I mean, we'll go for Vickers Gothai. So let's just put that under... Stop. Attack this geezer. He actually wanted to fight? Captain Komosikas? Go for it. Alright, we are attacking Komosikas because I want to get to Vickers Gothai as quickly as I can. So, let's have a quick fight against Captain Komosikas of the Dacians. Surprised this geezer wanted to fight, but I don't normally like going on the offensive with Germanic troops, but we have such a superior army, it should be fine. In my opinion, we have such a superior army. It'll be embarrassing if we lose now. So, let's start the battle. Group these lads up and move forward towards the Dacians, who are already looking like they're retreating. Yeah, I can see you. They are already retreating. I think they have decided actually, no, they've seen... Oh, no, maybe they're... No, maybe they're just trying to get up on the hill. Okay, fair enough. Right, we'll just come over here and face you like this. Right, so the phalanx have eventually got here. They took about 1,000,000 years. We are basically going to move forward towards their armies. Just come along here, please. Still not interested? Okay, we'll come a little bit more forward. Are they going to be tempted to move forward? They are warband. They can charge without orders, I believe. You know what? We'll just move forward then. Because I don't particularly want to waste my time. This phalanx isn't working very well. There we go. Then they charged. Excellent. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's get the cavalry around the side. Let's get the cavalry around the side. Because these warbands should be collapsing, but they're kind of steady at the moment, which is slightly concerning. Still, they're wavering. They're going to break any second, I can tell. So we're moving forward. Beautiful stuff. These Sarmatians have come in. Excellent. Get a good charge into the Sarmatians. That would be beautiful. They're wavering. They're still not broken now. They're broken. Good. You guys, get your spears like that. Trap this warband. I'm surprised these guys are still around. You are shaken. Right, a good charge in from you, and I reckon we will be good over here. The Dacians will be done for. They are gone. Right, pause. You add a phalanx. Yeah, I know it's a victory. I know it's a victory. Get around here. Good, good, good. Right, they're fine. You get these guys down. You focus on getting these guys down. Make sure basically no one gets away. Well, somebody's dead. As long as it's not our general, it's good. It is an enemy general. It is Captain Comasikas. So, yeah, rest in peace, dude. Rest in peace. Okay, about 10% of the Dacians actually got away. Yeah, but it's fine. A couple of them got away. They will be going back to Vicus Gothi, probably to tell tales about how terrible we were, which we were, absolutely. So, the path to Vicus Gothi is looking good. We have knocked them back, and now we can put Vicus Gothi under siege. Any good mercenaries? Scythians are pretty decent. Well, I like Scythians. You know I like Scythians. But is it worth it? 800 denarii, 120 upkeep. If you look at one of these, though, 170 upkeep. And we actually have quite a bit of money for once. So you know what? While we have money, let's spend it. Let's go for it. Because these guys are probably eventually going to travel west and try and take on Britain. Anyway, we'll get a ram. We'll take Vicus Gothi next turn. That's really good stuff. Or maybe we can focus more on the Dacians. Who knows? Who knows? Right. Do you know what? I think I'm actually going to end the episode here. It might be a little bit shorter today. I apologise if it is. It is basically 11:30 at night, and I just decided, because I cannot make a video tomorrow, I decided I want to get a quick one out, recorded, while I still could. So I'm going to end this episode because, yeah, not a lot more can happen this turn. We are just moving up north towards the British. We are moving up towards Asturica, which is important for me. I'm going to next time recruit so we can head down towards Carthago Noa. And we are going to be attacked by the Brutii next episode. So a lot of stuff's going on. As soon as that's happened, we're going to move on Sicily. It's basically the aim for the rest of the campaign. Move on Sicily, take that. Take the whole of Spain. And then probably take the whole of Britain. We're currently at 27 regions controlled. Once we've done that, it will probably be about 40, 42. And then there'll be only a couple of more regions left, I reckon. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it's been good fun. I don't think it's that short, this episode, because the first battle was really long. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.